Tammy, and this is my husband Mike, and we are with Indian Creek Winery. We have most of our lineup here with us today, and we just want to go through some of the wines and talk about them. So Mike will talk about the first half.
Okay, our first wine here is our 2006 Indian Creek Chardonnay. The Chardonnay is made from all Stowe vineyard grapes right here on the estate. It's a slightly oaked Chardonnay. We do about half the Chardonnay in a tank, half in barrels. So we get a little bit of oak, but kind of retain the fruitiness as well. So it's a really nice Chardonnay, gold medal winner as well. Our next wine is our Pinot Noir, and this is kind of our trademark grape. It's the wine that Bill became pretty famous for back in the late 80s and all throughout the 90s. And we're continuing to make really great Pinots as well. This is our 2006. It's our current vintage. It's a blend of 7 different clones from 2 different vineyards, and then we're also kind of playing with a couple of reserve wines from single vineyards as well. Our next wine here is our 2006 Syrah. This is from all Stowe vineyard grapes, and it's an interesting Syrah. We retain a lot of the bright fruitiness. It's not one of those overripe, heavy Syrahs. It's very delicate, almost made in the style of a Pinot. A lot of people will call it a cool climate Syrah. Our next wine here is our blend. It's the Star Garnet. The blend changes year to year, but it's usually a blend of Cab Merlot, a little bit of Malbec, and occasionally a little bit of Petit Verdot as well. So this is a very popular wine, Star Garnet, named after Idaho State gemstone as well. You want to talk about the rest?
Sure. Here we have our wine that we finally dedicated to our dog Aussie. He's no longer with us anymore. He's in doggy heaven. So this is more of a farewell tribute to Aussie. But this is our 100% Malbec, 2006 Malbec. And like a typical Malbec, it has those black licorice, kind of earthy notes. We source it from another Idaho vineyard, Wood River Vineyard. And just overall a nice, smooth, full-bodied wine. The tannins are really silky, smooth. Like I said, notes of black licorice, anise, dark berries. It's just really good. And it's already gotten, I believe, 2 silver medals. So next we have, we grow this here on our estate, Stowe Vineyard. This is our white Riesling, and unlike a lot of Rieslings out there, it's more on the dry side. According to the International Riesling Foundation scale, it would be medium dry. It's about 1.5 residual sugar, so it's a nice white wine. Has lots of apples, pears, hints of honey, a great nose. Just a nice Riesling from Idaho. This is probably the wine that put us on the map during the 80s when Idaho there weren't a lot of wine drinkers. People liked the sweeter wines if they did drink wine. So this is kind of the wine that saved my dad's butt, essentially. The white Pinot Noir. And it's definitely a sweeter wine. It's made with our Pinot Noir grapes, obviously, and turned into a blush wine. And it's about 3% residual sugar. And it's just a nice sweet treat. It's kind of tropical, with a nice backbone of acidity, so it's really well balanced, and we call this the hot tub wine. And last but not least, for you port lovers, is our Ruby Dahlia port, and it got a silver medal. Our last vintage got a gold medal, and so it seems like we're doing pretty well with the ports here. This is a blend with Portuguese grapes grown here in Idaho, Touriga, and Salt, Tentacao, also Malbec and Syrah grapes. Overall, this is a really smooth, fruity, fruit-forward ruby port dessert wine. And this is our lineup. We left out a couple, but we don't want to overwhelm you guys. So, cheers!